Hello, everybody. I don't disagree with the philosophical ideas that life is valuable because it ends, but I do think the logic is a little flawed. What do I mean by that? Yes, we only value things when they're in rarity, right? What is one Garfield plush? One Garfield plush when you have 5 billion. It doesn't mean anything to you, but not because it is genuinely worthless. It still took time to make that, right? Money is time. Money is literally just labor put into paper, right? If something took labor and time and skill to make, then it's going to cost money. This Garfield, just because 5 billion were made didn't mean it was easier to make the Garfield, or it took less fabric or anything like that to make the Garfield. It just means now there's 5 billion and all 5 billion took the same amount of time to make. But from our perspective, we think this would be less valuable if there were 5 billion of them. If it's the same value, why do we want it way less? Why do we view it as less valuable? It's simply because of evolution. In order for evolution to work, you cannot be content. Our brains are constantly programmed to achieve, right? You have dopamine. Dopamine builds up constantly to be released. You are in a constant state of chasing dopamine or an achievement or an award. So whenever your brain sees that an award or something like that has been achieved multiple times, it views it not worth achieving or non-valuable anymore. This is why you get tired of stuff, right? You can't eat the same exact thing every single day. You will get tired of the flavor. You can't watch the same movie every day. You'll get bored. Your brain is always wanting to achieve more simply because that is what has worked in the past, and that's what it's going to keep doing. It's just evolution. It's an evolutionary mechanism. Shit. Coming back to my point, to say life objectively has value is just biased. Nothing objectively has value. It's all just about perspective. And from our perspective, we value life.
Kayla and I both before. But it's huge and fun and. Oh God!
But I like the saying because it is true to an extent. If life was if we lived to be 1,000, it'd be really hard to find new experiences or hop into new chapters of your life. Then it would be a less enjoyable life. Because lives are short, they can be more enjoyable, but not more valuable, which is where I disagree. I don't think it gives it value. I think it just gives it enjoyability or something along those lines. Future me chiming in here. I know I was wording it like everything I was saying was objective, but that's actually just my interpretation of how evolution works and how psychology works, and I'm just an idiot. So that's just a little disclaimer. So yeah, just take everything I say with a grain of salt, because it could actually just not be true. But that's just my personal view on life. You know what I mean? That's just how I interpreted evolution. That's how I interpreted why we value life. And that's just my opinion, and we don't actually know. Can I just say something real quick about music? If you don't listen to music